Good morning. This is Joe with Youngblood Family Farm. Today we're going to talk about collecting seeds. So come on along as we make a plan and collect seeds this morning. So as you may have seen from one of my garden updates, or if not, you could go back into the history and check it out. But I have a stand of sugar snap peas that got away from me. And so what we're looking at here is this is sugar snap pea pod that grew large, and then it dried out. And as we peel this open, you could see that inside we now have a dried pod with, count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 seeds. And so my goal this morning is, we're supposed to have a pretty heavy rain tonight, to collect the pods that are dried and ready. Take you off the tripod here. And the issue is that if we don't collect the pods in a timely manner, and they're dried and they're actually to that seed stage where they are kind of dormant, and then they're inside the shell, either the shell will open up and start to drop the seeds off the vine, or they will actually start to sprout inside the pod, and that does us no good. And so as we look down this vine, we can see, try to hold you steady here, we could see some pods that are actually good and dry, where we have some other pods that they still have some time on hand. And so we are going to spend a little bit of time this morning collecting these, and then as they dry, you can see that one just kind of opened up on me. One-handed is tough. We're going to collect them, we'll put them in the pail, we'll let them dry for a few more days, and then we will husk those and get those prepared for next year. Now, as we're continuing the theme of saving seeds, I'll take you to the other end of the garden, where we're talking about, are you making a plan? You know, to truly be sustainable, you've got to be able to propagate and make your own seeds. And with some things it's tough. With squash items it's tough, zucchinis, cucumbers, unless you have them really spaced out. Even peppers, you can save the seeds, but you're not going to get what you planted. You will get a kind of a cross-pollination. But what we see here is these are my, they're not really famous. I always call it my famous 52-day seed. And these green beans, I must have a hive nearby, because honeybees are going crazy, which makes me think I should put my own hive in. But I have about a 20-foot row of these green beans right here, and these are strictly going to be for seed collection. In the past, I would use my second planting, and then it would be, or my second coming of the beans rotation. And what would end up happening is weeds would grow up. I would deal with mold, and so I'm just going to let these go to seed, and we should have plenty of green bean seeds for, boy, a couple years, 2 or 3 years, I would suspect. Other things I've done really well with collecting seeds is my okra, and I've got some of these more purple crimson type okra, and down yonder here, this is the spineless one, more of a green one, and those collect pretty easily. I also have a hybrid one, and I might collect those and utilize those. But part of making that plan is, and just so you know, okra in Michigan has had a tough fight. It's just not been warm. But you have to have a plan. Which plant are you going to start leaving alone in September so it can produce, you know, you only need a few pods, but which plant are you going to leave alone? And then does everybody on your picking crew or your family understand that that plant is special? That plant is left alone, that plant does not get picked, molested, bothered, and we want to make sure that that is the plan. So we're you know, as small-time gardeners, farmers, homesteaders, we're constantly making a plan for the next season, and collecting seeds, and seed companies, I'm glad they're there because they've got more acreage, they've got more wind breaks, and they can really help us out with squash and other such things. But you know, your tomatoes, your your okra, your beans, your peas, um, you know, things that you can seed save, do that. And so, but make a plan for it. Don't say I wish I would have. So thanks for joining me this morning and listening to me ramble a little bit. But this is something that's near and dear to my heart, and I'm constantly trying to learn. If somebody has a great tip on how to do a good job seed saving squash and pumpkin and the other viney things without a lot of cross pollination, would love to know. Because I haven't figured it out. I always end up with a pumpkini or a you know, just crossbred, hybrid, not what I wanted. And so, you know, one year I replanted pepper seeds, and I ended up with a really big yellow sweet pepper, and it was edible, but it wasn't what I wanted. So give me some tips, and you know what, have a great day, and I hope you enjoy your day. Bye now.